Hey guys, so there's a reason why they say to keep your financial situation or your financial success private, but I never really got a chance to boast about a business venture. So, in my expansion project to make this a film studio and to go full time or whatever you call it, to really create an environment where I'm creating whatever you call it. Yes, Isaiah's been approved or was approved by 3 FDIC banks in the United States of America. Yay, 3, right? This is corporate America. So you know how at church they give you high fives for like big achievements in your life? This is one of them. Isaiah's business venture closed from Chase Bank, and he decided to reopen a business venture with 3 banks. 3 banks is all I need to, that's all I need to say to be right to a businessman in the United States of America. It's not outside the country. Why is this important? Because you're talking to corporate America. I'm blessed, and this comes to this is the predestination of having an employee or a staff. So because I've been approved by 3 banks, I could have anywhere from a 50, I'm gonna start off saying like 2, because that's the one I wanna have, but I could have like 150 employees, man, because I've been approved by 3 banks. So I'm happy. It's a privilege and a blessing to be a part of like a bank family. So I'm super excited, and I'm super excited to write my first check because it's as real as can be. Just receiving the "you've been accepted or approved" was that was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'll even show you a video. It's like when you get your first vinyl. Just getting approved. I'm also applying for, I'm not going to mention it here, but there's credit cards too. But there were times where Isaiah wanted to apply for a credit card, and it's just different being in my position. Now, I went to a really good school, so Wittenberg University is like a monument in American history, historically. Like the Ohio River Valley, like Ohio's history. It gets acknowledged in Ohio's history, like the rich man in the United States of America who started private universities. Wittenberg has history in our econ and the upper half of our country. I'm just being like politically correct so that people can discern how authentic people are arguing against what I said. But I am so grateful, and it's really hard to do what I've done. To be as big in the United States and outside, international, it's crazy. My mind is going like boom, boom, fireworks all the time. So what happens because of this? I can pay for pretty much anything now and not get in trouble with the police department. I'm gonna explain why they're doing a doctor fix and they're acknowledging Isaiah's reality. This is why, if you're using a distribution service like TuneCore, this is why they give you a bank, a digital bank, so you don't have to like get approved to transfer stuff into a bank. Because imagine it'd be like you have the money, but you got to transfer the funds. They could say, oh, like this takes 6 to 8 business days, and then they could just lose it. So a lot of what makes Russ and Isaiah Curtis Pilkington's, and you can say Boogus's strive to fame, is that you can physically see that their business exists. So that's why filmmaking has my respect in totality. One more time, even though you make money, you still had to get the FDIC or whatever's politically correct when it comes to transferring. You still had to wait on a transfer to get your money. So this doesn't have anything to do with ism. I went to a really good school. Like I get treated just like a Harvard student, they'll say Princeton student, when it comes to all this stuff. I'm grateful they put up with me this long. I'm grateful. They'll say it's because Isaiah's endeavor, it actually, I was fast, like they'll eventually be like, Isaiah's creative stride in entrepreneurship was very similar to Marvel's. We knew that the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe wasn't going to happen in 1 year. They entertained people for many. So I'm just really excited. So these are the transactions. The reason why I'm saying it here is I want to build integrity with people. I already explained why TuneCore, DistroKid, and maybe other services, they give you a digital bank. I explained why. And you can see that, hey, listen, someone owns something. Yes, I went to a good school. I'm going to be paying for 2. If I can't, if they keep it, because sometimes they snake you with like, when you say something, but I would like to have like 2 Ford SUVs, really nice white SUVs, 2, and I'm going to put Pilkington Studios on the side of it. I'm going to take my funds, I'm going to purchase a luxury condominium. With the faith of a mustard seed will be sky-high penthouses in Naples, but I went to school here. So radiating that Isaiah has an entertainment company. I've been playing an instrument since I was 6. So I've been playing an instrument for over 21 years. And the founding of my business was 2013. So 2013 to current established date. It's over like 11 years, man. This is the reference point of this video. In addition to that, I'm going to wait for them to do a hybrid of that, so it won't just be a gas thing. Let's say you could just wait, get a hybrid. So 2 SUVs from Ford that are white, brand new, like the extended version. Put Pilkington Studios on the side, acquire, own a penthouse in Naples, Florida, like Sky House Penthouse. Convert that into an office. Going to have employees if they'd like. I reserved it for 2 special people that I think are incredibly intelligent and deserve a Facebook-like reality with a company, personalized. You could cry in front of me and you'd still be able to have a chance despite the economy and your emotions. We have emotions. Sometimes people, you know, they don't know how to emote or they don't know how to, you know what I'm trying to say, like, you know, we make mistakes. So after that comes the credit card reality. And yes, you can use a rental car, but this will show people like how good I am. Because I have good credit, I'm going to be applying for a public credit card. This will be something that they'll do for me. What does a public credit card do for someone like me? It answers a question that a lot of people were having. Well, if you already have a business, Isaiah, and you're making money off of it, you just need a credit card. You get a credit card, you can basically rent any office space. You can basically buy little things that, like a website, you could pay for your website monthly. Like, these are things that are very easy to afford. Very easy, like very easy things. I didn't want to rely on a credit card for this long. That's what made me stronger. But now, because people were questioning whether or not something like this would be lucrative long time, I'm going to be waiting and I'm going to apply. It'll hopefully be a thing. The concept of what I'm looking for is a public black card. A public black card is going to be something that only a certain type of businessman would own in the United States of America. Once you receive this black card, the top businesses approve of you. This black card prevents a whole bunch of things. Theft. So if someone tries to steal your account, you're on FBI surveillance. It's verified, meaning you're allowed to make payments probably cheaper than most people when you owe your money back. This black card also keeps you ahead during the recession. What does this black card do for me? Let's actually go back to the concept of just having a public credit card. If I have reserved staff or reserved friends or reserved workers or reserved engineers, whatever the job description, doesn't make a difference, or managers, you would be gifting them a vehicle of transportation and a credit card. You could go out to eat. You could spend a day in a hotel and work. You could travel to a different city and work and pay. And it's your company credit card. When I worked at Mitsubishi in Fort Myers, shout out and thank you with praying hands, they had something similar to what I'm referring to. And when we went to gas, it said, like, I think it's a Mitsubishi or it was someone's card, but I was able to spend gas, you know, like emergency stuff. I need you to fill this up. Well, I'm like, I just started working here. Like, I'm ends meet. Like, at the time, I was like, I'm just trying to make sure that I pay my bills. I'm not really trying to save a whole bunch. The money, he's like, don't worry about it. We'll give you this credit card or this card to use. Right? So I used the card for gas. There was a gas card. So Isaiah is basically going to be looking out for his staff. And I want you to see how I operate too. It'll impress people. But that's what I'm working on right now. Again, I wanted to say this out in the open, not to be boastful, not to get back at anybody, not to be a wolf, not to prove Christianity, not to prove atheism. I wanted to base it, or anything ism. I just wanted you to see my integrity in doing this, because a lot of people will say that they're trying to do something for people or want something to be done, and they don't really care at all about it, and they don't finish it, or they don't follow through with their intention. This video is what I intend to do truthfully. What I said in this video really allow me to be able to do it. All right, so now that that's done, so you guys can see that, now I'm starting to realize this is why we have drop shipping. What is drop shipping? I'm gonna break down and I'm gonna kind of stand up for these companies. That company can't control who's inside of that freaking store. If I go to an ATM, I'm right every single time. If I go to an online bank, I'm right every single time. This person here, when you give them your information, you trust that they're doing the right thing. So my reality, I'm trusted, I'm trustworthy. Some people may not be trustworthy right now and they have to get better employees. So long story short, when you're a drop shipper, that's your money transfer. This is also a nice way of saying, Isaiah, this is why we made DistroKid and TuneCore like this. He does not need an LLC. Watch. His reality is why you don't need an LLC. When they bring this up in high school, it's illegal to make payment. Your illegal behavior in harassing somebody to go get a debit card and a credit card when he was employed the entire time and had a company is why we do not require people to have LLCs anymore. This was just like Airbnb. Once you own a studio or once you have an account with us that you paid for on a premium subscription basis, right? Fair and square subscription basis with a verified relationship between your school and the store, right? Because one of the student body from Wittenberg worked at Apple. Once you have a connection and a network established, you know what I'm trying to say. So if people didn't know what was going on, I'll eventually explain it when I meet those people. They'll be like, it'll be when I'm inside of an office and I make a payment. Isaiah's head will kind of be down and someone will stand up. This is why he doesn't need an LLC anymore. They made it so that Isaiah doesn't need an LLC anymore. Why? Because you would just try to take it away for no reason. Drop shipping, yada yada, drop shipping. This is why they made drop shipping. Because you would have just tried to take it away from them. Or you would have just tried to steal their money on a transfer. This is why they have a digital bank and it's strictly wire transfer. It's not because you need to do the right thing or you don't. It's the fact that, see how when he wants to transfer, it actually gets to his account? It's not his fault. It just went from his account to his account. Drop shipping, his account to his account. So it's like TuneCore, DistroKid, etc. This business to his account. Drop shipping, this to that person's account. That's all I need to say. I'm being passionate because I want you to see my real self. I don't mind being patient. This is like the patience of virtue. They told me just be patient because you're right. But it'll be like in the office making a payment. This is why he doesn't need an LLC. We made it so that he doesn't need one. You boy, peace out.